back to my channel. It's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. And if you are one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, and the comments that you've been giving on my channel. It really does help my channel grow, so welcome back. I have lost over 100 pounds following a ketogenic diet, and I reached my goal weight last August of 2020 of 133 pounds. I am 5'6" for those of you that are asking how tall I am, and I reached that goal last August. Now, since Christmas of last year to pretty much, I would say like May, June of this year, I had regained 20 pounds, and I was really having a hard time losing that 20-pound regain. I didn't want it to get out of control anymore. I didn't want to start from the very beginning at 240 pounds, and I needed to really kick it in the butt. So what I started implementing was the protein sparing modified fasting. First, what I did in order to get into ketosis really fast is I did a chicken wing fast. I will actually link that video here, but I'm telling you, a chicken wing fast works wonders. I have done it actually 3 times now to get me into ketosis. That is what I first started when I started keto. I did a chicken wing fast for 3 days in order to get myself into ketosis. So I did that, and then after that I started implementing the protein sparing modified fasting. I did a lot of research before I started. I definitely needed to know the ins and the outs and all the rules that went along with it. And I ended up losing that 20-pound regain as of late. So I decided that I would kind of morph myself into keto and stay keto for the rest of the year. Now, protein sparing modified fasting is not a long-term diet. It is used to get you back on track, to break your stall, to lose those pounds, but it is not recommended to do it long term from what I have read online. But the main goal that I wanted it is to lose my 20-pound regain, which I did. I sit right now at about 136 pounds, so I have 3 pounds before my goal. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. We are coming into November and December. Well, we are in November, and November is an extremely busy month for us because we are hunters. We do hunt 2 to 3 days a week during the month of November. We also butcher for family and friends. So right now, as we speak, we have 3 elk in the workshop and 3 deer in the workshop. Today, Jimmy is actually out hunting. I have to work today, but I will be going out this week. So it is just extremely busy, our time, and we work. Jimmy works a full-time job. I work a part-time job, working about 32, 33 hours, plus I am uploading to YouTube 4 days a week. So November is extremely busy. December, I am going to be doing Vlogmas this year once again. So December is a really busy month for me to be daily vlogging and to be keeping it interesting. I don't necessarily do like day in the life during the month of December, like recording each day on what I'm doing. I try to mix it up in there with doing some new recipes, Christmas ideas, Christmas baking, Christmas wish lists, what you need this Christmas, things of that nature. So I'm so excited. I love doing a Vlogmas, but it is a lot, because then after you are done recording, you still do have to edit and upload the video to YouTube. So that is why I decided to go to keto. It was just a break that I needed personally. To each their own. I know a lot of people have been asking me why I am quitting the protein sparing modified fast, and to be honest, it did what it was meant to do, and that was for me to lose my 20 pounds. So with that being said, I promised you what I am implementing the protein sparing modified fast bread in my maintenance. I'm not quite at my maintenance yet. Hopefully in the new year, I'll kind of reevaluate, see where I'm at, but I always will implement this protein sparing modified fast recipes because it actually works for my body and for my digestive system. So I have irritable bowel syndrome, and that was actually a main reason. There was a lot of reasons why I went keto, but that was one of the main reasons, because rice, pasta, bread, all horrendously bother my stomach. Extremely painful when I do eat it, actually, and that's why I tend to stay away from it. Even if I go off plan, rarely will I have pasta. Pasta is probably my worst, but that was the main reason why I decided that I was going to continue on with the protein sparing modified fast, because then I can have sandwiches, I can have treats, I can have my pies, I can have all of the things that don't cause inflammation, that won't bother my stomach, and they won't produce weight gain. So that is why I am still going to be sharing with you recipes with the protein sparing modified fast. So let's bring us into today's video. And I had a party, and you guys are all invited to this protein sparing modified fast party. I ended up making some more banana chocolate chip muffins is what I made, because I did make a loaf in my previous video. If you would have seen that, I will link that video here in the cards for you to watch. It is an amazing recipe. I loved it so much. I had to make it again. And I ended up making a loaf of bread because I do want to take sandwiches with me out hunting. And then I also made a new recipe that is based off of the pull-apart bread. And I made a bacon and cheddar pull-apart bread. That is absolutely amazing. So without further ado, let's get this party started and let's start baking. My first loaf. I'm just making a regular loaf because I decided that I wanted to make a whole bunch of stuff for hunting. So this week we're actually hunting 3 days. Jimmy is actually going out for 4 days, and I just want to be prepared and, you know, have a sandwich when I go out hunting, because I feel like that's honestly the one thing that I think I missed when we were out last week. I did take like some meat roll-ups. I did vlog the first 2 days of hunting. I kind of did it in reverse. So if you've seen the first day of hunting, go back and look at the day before, because I did record our second day of hunting as well. So you can see what I'm briefly eating. I realized, you know, there's so much going on when you're hunting, and I realized that I didn't do a very good job of vlogging what I was eating, to be honest. So I do apologize for that. I plan on doing better this week, but you know what? There's just, you're constantly watching, and it's really hard to kind of stop and record and focus on the camera when you are like so intensely watching for deer, because, you know, we have a lot of tags to fill and we want to fill them. So we definitely, you know, keep our eyes open, and you never know when that deer is just going to pop up right in front of you, literally. Like, that's always how it happens anyways. All right, I am going to finish doing this, and I'm going to put it in the oven 20 minutes at 325, and then 10 minutes with the oven off and leaving it in the oven. All right, I am moving on to my next recipe, which is going to be, it's actually going to be a new one. I've made like similar recipes, and this one is actually going to be a bacon and cheddar pull-apart bread is what I'm going to be making. So I'm just going to go ahead and make my next loaf, and we are going to put it in a 9x9 pan this time though. That's going to be the difference, and then I will definitely show you. It's going to be similar to what I do with all of my other pull-apart bread, if you've seen those. I will link my latest one in the cards, but they all kind of have the same idea, but I will show you guys once it's done baking. All right, we are on our last recipe, and I'm going to put this in with the pull-apart bread. So in here, I'm just going to put my 1 cup of egg whites, because 1 carton of this is actually 2 cups. So once I do one, then I know the rest of it is 1 cup as well. And then just my cream of tartar. And then I am going to make this a little bit different. If you would have seen in one of my recent videos, I made banana loaf with chocolate chips. You guys, it was literally my favorite that I've made to date, and I'm not even kidding. Like, it was so good. I finished the loaf in a little over 2 days. It was like 3 days, and I need to make it again. So I'm gonna make it into muffins this time, and I'm gonna see if I ice in them, but I'm gonna make banana chocolate chip muffins. All right, I have my pan set out here for my muffins. I'm gonna put muffins in this one. These ones are gonna kind of be like Long John muffins, because I think that I'm gonna have a lot because I'm making a whole loaf with it. So I added everything like I did previously if you would have seen my last video, but it is 2 tablespoons of keto chow banana, 2 tablespoons of banana extract, and 2 tablespoons of the golden swerve. And then I'm gonna add in about ½ a cup of Lily's chocolate chips to this mixture and fold it all together. And then I'm going to put it in my containers here, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. I already put in my pull-apart bread.
I would do anything for you. You know you're everything. You know you're everything to me. Spitting shade in the cold, it's just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do? When the flame's going high with my bad patience, I hate it always falls on you. But you know it's not about our love fading. You know it's not about.
All right, so there we go. That didn't make as many as I thought it would. I thought with the whole all of the mixture, I thought I would make more, but that's perfect. So I'm gonna put these in the oven as well too. I'm gonna cook these a little bit less, probably only about 10 or 15 minutes, but I will keep you guys posted on the time. Usually for my buns, I usually only leave it in there 10 or 15 minutes, definitely not the full 20 minutes like I do my loaf of bread. All right, so I had my loaf in the oven for about, I would think it was about 17 minutes. And now I'm just going to kind of dice it. Shouldn't say dice it. I'm going to actually kind of like cut it. I like to transfer it to a baking sheet and then kind of spread out the parchment paper and then slice it. Now we're not going to slice all the way through. We're just going to slice a little over half, about 3/4 of the way through. We're going to make it a grid pattern, and then we're going to put some butter and garlic and some bacon and shredded cheese on it.
You know it's not about our love ending. You know it's not about us. You know it's not.
All right, so here I have some melted butter. I probably have a little less than 1/4 cup. I'm going to put some minced garlic in with that. And I'll probably put about a teaspoon or 2, depending on how much garlic you like. Here I have about 4 slices of cooked bacon, and then I'm just going to put those in between my pull-apart bread. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some shredded cheese. This is cheddar and Monterey Jack, and I'm just going to do the exact same with the shredded cheese, put it in between kind of where the bacon is. Then I'm just going to sprinkle over the whole entire thing with some cheese. Feel free to measure this out. I haven't measured it out, but you know what? I know it looks like a lot, but it really isn't. It's probably maybe about 1/2 cup for the whole entire thing. And this definitely is like, I would say probably 4 or 6 servings. All right, so there we go. We are gonna put it back in the oven and we are going to let it bake for only about like 10 minutes or just until the cheese is all melted. All right, and this is it done. I left it in there for about 5-7 minutes just to melt the cheese, and I'm gonna let it completely cool and then I'm gonna store it. I'll probably put it in like serving containers because I do want to take this with me hunting. That is mainly why I did all 3 of these today, is just so that I have snacks. I want to take a sandwich with me, something sweet, something savory, because we're out literally for like 14-16 hours a day. I hope you enjoyed all those recipes. I definitely encourage you to batch cook when you are making your protein sparing modified fast bread. I definitely will have enough for the week. I keep it in a container. Actually, I have shared this with on another video, but I keep it in a storage container on the counter for about 3 to 4 days. And then after that, I will put it in the fridge. So this is the container. I have it in my Amazon favorites. If you guys are interested, it works absolutely perfect. It is huge, so it fits everything in there. But that's what I do, and that's how I store my bread. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.